Alright, starting in just a minute here. Who have we got playing here? DB. Zuli 1072. Kitty Loaf. No 8 Dons or anything here. Oh, they could be, who knows? Could be that little player, for all we know. Made a new Tenho account and just for this tournament and stopped using the 8 Don account. But I don't recognize any of these names, so yeah. Sound EP. Who is that? I could look at the records and see what their scores are. See here. Game results standings. Pool A. Doesn't give their Tenho name. That's it's irritating. You have to cross-reference it, so I don't actually know who's who in terms of the score. How do I actually? I guess if I look at game, but I'll see after the game results. I'll see who they are, and then I can check. But I can't do it before the game, unless I like browse through here. Oh, starting up. Alright, who are we with? We're with SoundDB. And they got two Dora. Look at this hand. It's a little scary. 1, 2, 3. Starting with 4 pairs, but likely we'll just be opening a little bit crazily here. Maybe they'll even open on the 6. I should get behind ennui though. Ennui would really like one of those Dora. Yeah, and they open up on the Hatsu right away. Yeah, likely they'll and yeah, lucky for them, they got that Hatsu really fast, so they can likely rush any kind of hand here to get. And they're the dealer as well. So what they would really like is to get at least up to 40 fu, which is a little bit hard. Just a little bit hard. They could probably do that. Oh, I didn't see that this person's hand was almost ready. What are they waiting on? 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. They're waiting on the 2, 5? It looks like, yeah. And they just have a pinfu hand. And that's it. They're not oh, they are North, so they don't even have pinfu. It's Ricci only. No Dora, no nothing. Oh, no, they have one Dora, Ricci Dora, okay. See if the dealer actually pushes here. I mean, the dealer does have, and they have so much stuff here. Yeah, I think probably they are, I mean, that was Suji. Are they going to drop this 5-7? We'll see. Because they could call the 6, they could call anything here and then drop the 5-7. If the 5-7 is scary, but I mean, the 7 at least is Suji. They could drop the 7 first and then see what happens, and maybe a kind of last resort drop the 5. I'm sure what Anui's doing is just full folding. Drop the Suji 1 pin. Not going to drop this 5. Are they going to drop the 7? The one mon totally safe. Oh, is Anui thinking about pushing here a bit, because they do have this one mon. Okay. And the 1-1 isn't even really very helpful. Let's see. Either dropping the one pin, totally safe. Dropping the 9, scouting that. Oh, they've already dropped. I missed that they dropped the 7 pin. Yeah, so I think, yeah, they are. At this point, does the dealer even push at all? Because it's so unlikely that they'll win, even though they have a high value hand. That could easily reach 7,700 points or 11,600 or 12,000. Oh yeah, they're still pushing a little bit. At least pushing a little. The 5, that's safe against the dealer. Not that against the Richi, rather. Oh, put down the 5 pin. Why put down the 5 pin? Oh, because it's Genbutsu. They're hoping. Well, I mean, they aren't in Tenpai. I'm a little confused on what the dealer is doing here. That 5 so could have been put down right there. I think they just didn't realize the 5 so was safe. That must be the case. Maybe we're running out of time. Yeah, it happens. Okay, what do we got here? Ennui drawing the, what is that, the 4th or the 3rd pair? That's the 3rd pair, okay. Likely just, I mean, it has two Yakuhai, and maybe we'll draw Dora or something, I don't know. Maybe we'll just go for the 2 Yakuhai. That's enough to, end this round and take some points. At this point, Ennui is so far in the lead. Has got to be worried more about losing points because could easily just coast to the end and get in the A1 league just by staying reasonably in the same, like, kind of zeroing out, even losing like 30 points or something. Actually, let me take a look. How much? What is the current? I look at standings. Ennui has 67.7 points, 2 points below the person in first. To go down to 4th place, would have to lose over 20 points, 28 points, and that's just to go into the playoffs for, or not, I don't know what you would call it, so like the tiebreaker or whatever that might send them down into A2. So if Ennui loses a lot of points, the way the standings currently are, that will result in one of those tiebreaker type games. So yeah, plenty of incentive to kind of play defensive here. Win not the dealer. When you are the dealer, you got to worry about just dying to Ipatsu. Not Ipatsu, Tsumo. What the hell am I saying? Okay, now, yeah, I know I'm going for it. Ishan 10. Not too scared. I mean, the Dora being 5 pin is a little scary. Oh, what to do here? Maybe, yeah, I might end up dropping this 4-5. No, the 4-5 is too scary, I think. Feeling that the 4-5 is too scary to drop, even though getting a 6-9 weight would be so much better than a 3-6 weight. Oh, and a Richi. Backfire on the 6. Okay. Well, that's fine. Tiny Tsumo. Okay. What do we got here? Pretty nice looking hand. 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9. I mean, the Mon tiles are pretty nice looking. need to draw some additional shapes here. But yeah, Ennui is a dealer, so we may see some more pushing here. We'll see. Dora being the 1 pin, that's not too scary. Yeah, like this is a situation where it's okay. The Dora is the 1 pin. There's no red 5s. If someone is not going for like Konitsu or on Montiles or something, then it's hard to be too scared. And I mean, unless they're also going for like something that looks like Koitoi Hondoto or something scary like that. Or Shinitsu. Full flush. Oh, and why don't we just keep on drawing these Montiles? Speaking of Shinitsu, how many shapes we got here? We got 1, 2, 3, like maybe 4 shapes depending on how you divide it up. That's enough. So depending on what Ennui draws here, could easily, well, with that 5 pin draw, I'm skeptical that Ennui would choose to head for Shinitsu. But suppose that Ennui had drawn like a 7 or a 3 mon instead, I can easily see this switching over to being at least going in the direction of Shinitsu. Because yeah, getting a dealer Shinitsu with the Dora 1 mon, like 18k points could easily happen. And that basically is just free points. Oh, I didn't actually realize that Ennui was in Tenpai. 4, 5, 6, 6, 7. Hold on, what's going on here? Hold on. Yeah, 6, 7, 8. 7, 8, 9. That's what it is. 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, and then 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So yeah, just wait on the 3. So interesting. This feels to me like something Ennui wouldn't usually do. Annui's the dealer here, though. But yeah, could have another option. So I think that it's totally fine to take this Ricci on the 3. There's a chance that the 6 so could like that. The 6 so that could come out, make it a Suji trap. So that yeah, any weight that's not in 4, 5, 6 can never be that bad. Especially when they're all alive still. But another option, just to talk about something, would have been to drop the 2-mon and see if you can upgrade. Having the well, maybe not the 2-mon. Maybe the 2-pin would have been. I was forgetting what was dropped there. Dropping the 2-pin would be better because like you don't really. All you're doing is risking for E10. But yeah, Ennui getting some points there. I mean, that was a small amount, but if Ennui had gotten even like 1 Ura, then it would have gone up to like, that would be like 7,700, right? Well, hold on. What am I saying? That was a Ricci only hand. Yeah, so if there had been 2 Ura, then that would make it like 7,700. I mean, or like, what if it had been a Tsumo plus Ura or Ipatsu plus Ura or something like? You can just get lucky and get a huge amount of points, and regardless, as dealer, you're incentivized to push anyway. I'm really not sure about Ricci on the 3, so whether that's a good idea or not. Don't really have much to say about it other than that. I'm not sure about it. I think if Ennui hadn't been the dealer, definitely would not have done that. But as the dealer totally makes sense. Okay. Getting kind of distracted by the previous hand. What's going on in this hand? 5, 6, 7, 7. Kind of taking a long time to develop. Still like 2 away. That's a nice draw. That brings us to Ishant 10, right? And having this nice 2-3-3-4 shape, but no pair. Like the 3s are the only pair here. And that doesn't help, does it? Actually, it does, doesn't it? 5, 6, 7, 6, 7. Yeah. That's actually Tenpai, isn't it? If well, no, it wouldn't. There because there's no pair. So it does help, but not in a way that brings us to Tenpai. Were we actually 3 away? Maybe I was wrong about the 2 away. It didn't feel like it was possible that it could be more than 2 away. Looking at it. Yeah, got some confusing pin shapes. When you get that triple in there, it's hard to like sort of comprehend the ways in which it can advance. Too many configurations. Is there anything safe here? Not really. The two so. And since could drop the 2 so, thinking maybe use the 3s as a pair. That worked out for Ennui here. I mean, puts Ennui in 3rd, but I mean, it's better than a Tsumo. And I mean, I really feel like Ennui is not going to mind a 3rd place too much if it's above starting value, because it's barely a lot losing points at that point. But still, we're only at East 4. Like, it doesn't, the small difference in points is basically no difference. Ennui having 2 Dora 6-pin. And this, unfortunately, the South is not Yakuhai. If only it was South 1, this would be so much of a better hand. Still pretty good to start with. Penshan kind of sucks. Couple of penchants in this hand. Oh, well, look at that. This hand suddenly became a lot better. Maybe just get rid of the four pin. Getting rid of penchant makes sense too, yeah. I don't know about keeping the 4 pin. It's not really helpful based on having so many pairs in the hand. Yeah, an 8. Keeping the 4 and the 8, I don't know. I mean, I guess the 8 is better than the 2, so. Oh, nice draw there. The 7 mon. I mean, it'd probably be better to even draw like the 4-so or something like that, or obviously like the 3 mon. But given that this hand has so much value, anything that advances it is very welcome. I'm holding on to the Haku for a while. The Haku is a little bit safe, I guess, given that one has already been dropped. I wonder if one hadn't been dropped, maybe Ennui would have gotten rid of it by now. Rishi kind of sucks. The 1 mon is safe, so I expect Ennui may drop those. I wonder how much pushing we might see here. Oh, the 5-so being safe? I expect that'll come out right now. Yeah. But yeah, this is kind of, yeah. This may actually be good in terms of the placement. Putting Ennui back in second. Not quite. Didn't quite reach it. Tied for, everyone tied for second, basically. Everyone tied, period. Like nothing has happened in this game. Okay, that's unfortunate. That hand had a lot of value to it. Just didn't quite get there. Ennui didn't really have a chance to decide even whether to push or not on that. It's just obvious to drop that isolated 5-so to avoid Ipatsu. Not really any other decision that can be made there, I think. So we didn't really get to see what their decision would have been when it came down to the crunch. And starting out with a awkward Dora, easily could draw another Dora. If it was me, I might hold on to that for a while, because otherwise this hand is not really going to get any value. Maybe it could become like a Menton pin, using the 6 pin as pair. But it just requires some pinpoint draws to get there. Filling in all these Kanchans. So it'd be really nice to just draw a 9-so. And get a hand to Ricci only, using that triple as a 6 pin, that 4, 5, 6. Just drawing the 9-so would make it really close to a hand that has value. And well, there's yeah, now maybe Ennui's thinking of Menton with that draw. Like I was saying, you needed that pinpoint draw in there to build to a Menton. But now is Ishanten for that. With the 3 mon would be very helpful. If Ennui draws like say the 5-so, then or something like that, then it'll just be simples. Ricci simples, still pretty good. But Ricci simples plus Pinfu, really good. What's going on with the music here? Just silence at the end of the song. Oh, there we go. Ricci? I feel like you just got a Ricci, yeah. The 8s are half dead, unfortunately. So it is kind of a sucky-ish weight. I mean, it's still 6 tiles on it. So it's still a good weight, but yeah, could be better. Because yeah, I mean the 8-so is what you want, and half of them are gone already. The door indicator and one of them being dropped. And I mean, I know we can't see it, but all those 5s being in everyone's hand, like that makes it pretty bad. I mean, that 5-so might come out. Like they'd have to be a little crazy to drop it, but it may come out for efficiency's sake. But regardless, it's going to be hard for at least for the dealer here to complete their hand with that 5 in there, probably. Well, I guess it can just be the pair pretty easily. Just drop the 9 so. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. So hold on. How many 5s do we see? We see all 4 of them, don't we? So the 8s are just going to have to come out. Thinking about opening? Let's see. What are they waiting on? The Champon on the 2-mon and 8 pin. So they have just a Ricci only hand, right? Do they have any? They don't have any Dora. So just a. Oh, well, they got it. Yeah. Yeah, Anu's not really getting any luck this game. I mean, just getting some good valuable hands, but they just aren't. Yeah, like I feel like Anu just played that hand perfectly, got that Mintom pin set up, but just couldn't get it because the bad luck with the 5 so's being distributed in the hands in such a way that everybody can use them. And 8 pin the ASO being half gone, and they just didn't come out. It's like, yeah. Purple north over there. What's going on over here? Kind of bad shapes. We'll see. And Anui has the 1, 2, 3, and the 8, 8, and the 3, 4. Yes, pretty all right. Too many pairs. 4 pairs here. But it still has some good shapes in there. Starts just getting rid of dangerous tiles while they're completely safe. 5 so just drop. Maybe doing some Diamond farming might draw next to the 5. Oh. Okay. What do they got there? And an early Ricci sucks. I expect this 2-so might come out because it's safe. Now, Anui is don't drop the 5-mon. No, does not want to drop the Sushi tile. And I don't think it's needed, is it? The 2, 3, 4. Well, yeah, I mean, I think that Anui is not going to drop this 5-mon no matter what, so there's no point to keeping the 1-mon. I do expect this 2-so will be dropped, but any of these pin tiles, like, they're like no real justification. This 5 and this 8, I don't think are gonna come out. So I don't know what Anui's gonna drop here. Maybe just drop the 8 pin. Like, what is there to drop? Nothing safe. The 2 is the Dora. The 8s are next to the Ricci tile. Yeah, the 4. The 4 is Nakasuji. Yeah. Okay. Well, that worked out. Yeah, Anui might survive this game just from defense. Look at this. If everybody else deals in and one person steals all the points, Anui will just get second. All right, Anui had two Yakuai tiles. Doesn't have any Dora. Has a lot of pairs. 4 pairs. I just get rid of it. No. That wasn't one of the pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4. But could have held on to that for Chitoi. Can always do that. Does anyone have Dora? This person has a 3, 4, 4, 5. Person has a Dora. Dora a little bit sparse. Opening hands. See if Anui also gets this Chun. Maybe we'll just get a few points. Like, getting a small amount of points here in South 2 when the scores are so close. At least for second place and below. Very valuable to get that Uma. I guess the Uma's not gonna be worth as much if everybody has high scores like this. So we'll see what happens. I forget exactly how this Uma works. I mean, Anui is Ishan 10 already, but would like to probably get a Dora in there and get the Chun, but I think it's going to be very hard to do that. We'll see. I mean, obviously, it can use the 3 souls as a pair, so it could just pawn the Chun if it comes out, and could wait on the 4-mon. But would Ennui even want to wait on the 4-mon? We'll see. I mean, this is a difficult question to consider, because it's like, do you think the other players will draw something next to the door? Are they even going to care about that? How much respect do you have for the other players? I don't know if Ennui has any respect for these players, or has huge respect, maybe too much. I have no idea. I guess that's something. Maybe we'll figure that out. Maybe if Ennui does draw the 3-mon. Although, I mean, you can always just take that weight on the door. Not thinking it's going to be dropped, but just that, like, not wanting to pass up on a weight on the door, and feeling like you might just draw it yourself. And if you do draw it, then you don't have to drop it because it's your weight. Okay. Oh. What is this? Is this Menton pin with Dora? It's pretty valuable. Is that what this is? If they win on the Dora, then it'll be no, they have the Dora is the 3. Yeah. So if they win on the 4, then it's a simples as well. It's always gonna have Dora in there. But yeah, this is a potentially pretty valuable hand. I wonder what Ennui is going to do here. They don't really have too many safe tiles left, do they? Hmm. 5-mon. Was that safe? Why the 5-mon? I'm a little confused by that. Am I missing something here? Okay. Yeah. So things looking a little bit grim in terms of getting second place here. It's gonna be tough to get second place. I mean, Ennui could just... Well, what's going on in this hand? Dora's East. Oh, look at this garbage. Look at this. That is terrible. That is a nightmare. I mean, their hand sucks, aside from... Oh, they got a good draw there, though. What is happening here? Are they going to go for... They don't need to go for Honitsu. They've got plenty of value here. With just those Dora East. And they can definitely open on that. They don't have a pair, but I mean, who cares? There's plenty of time to get a pair. If nothing else, you can get a pair weight on like the one pin or the Haku or something, depending on how fast this hand completes. But I mean, I feel like you have to be a little bit like what's the word? You have to play a little bit dangerously when you get a hand like this that's like so, kind of shitty, but has a lot of value in it, and you can open on. Like, it really like incentivizes you to be a bit of a maniac. Oh, nice draw. Yeah, this hand is what, just missing. Well, is it perfect Ishan 10? 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 7, 4. Might see a Richi right here. Yeah, on just Pinfu. With some luck, could hit this person who is pushing for like, I mean, it is just a Mangan, unless they get I guess they could go for a Honitsu just to get it up to Haneman. Oh, okay. At the Ipatsumo. Any Ura? Wow, okay. Also had hold on. I didn't even see that Sanshoku. Wow, okay. That was something. Whoa. I did not see that sound Shoku possibility. I'm an idiot. It's fine. So yeah, that was a good round for Ennui. I mean, that goes to show when you play carefully, wait for your chance. Eventually, it'll come out. Yeah, and looking at the at what Ennui is saying in on the Discord, I definitely don't think that they have much respect for these players. Maybe I shouldn't say that in case they watch. But yeah, Ennui definitely is taking their time here. Being the dealer might push a lot more than in previous rounds. I mean, that previous round was pretty scary with what we were seeing, with that a person had 3 Dora Yakuhais to start with, and no one else can see that, and they're going for Honitsu, and people might suspect they have 2 Dora, but are probably not going to think they have 3. And they could end up with just a single weight on anything. It doesn't have to be Honitsu, and it can still be pretty devastating. With the scores being as close as they were, I think that because we have a player with a really low score, that the UMA are actually going to be pretty favorable here. Is this already? Hold on, no, it isn't. It isn't Tenpai. 5, 6, 6, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3. Yeah, it's Ishan 10 that might end with a weight on the 2. Yeah, Ennui probably doesn't care that much about a Tsumo here. If it's a puny Tsumo, if it's not like a Baimon Tsumo or something, probably doesn't even care about getting second. Like, doesn't like such an advantage here that anything that doesn't take away a huge amount of points is fine. Oh, are we gonna see a Ricci here? What is even the possible weights here? We got oh, going for a Shampoo on the 8 and the 4. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I feel like there must have been a better weight on the pin tiles, like dropping the 4 pin. If there was a 4, 5, 6, 6, 6, 6, hold on, 4, 5, 6. Drop the 4, yeah, 4, 5, 6, and then 6, 7, 8, 6, 7. That would be a Did I do that wrong? Or would that be a 5, 8? Wait. Okay, ended up winning there anyway. Small hand. Yeah, not too helpful, but got through the round in one piece. Yeah, I feel like really just want to get through this round, get into South 4. I mean, there's no reason not to, with the way that scoring works. May as well take whatever points you can get if you can do it safely. Because, yeah, I mean, you do risk losing Uma, but when it comes down to it, points are points, so there's going to be some level of incentive in any given hand to push, no matter what the situation is. The incentive is always there to some degree. Unlike in ranked, where they're like basically, if this was a ranked game, there'd be no incentive for Ennui to win more points aside from getting more of a buffer. And there's all, given that there's no red 5, this is already a huge buffer. It'd be so hard for anyone to take away first year without a direct hit. And without this, well, busting out doesn't end the game anyway. It's hard for me to it's hard for me to consider the fact that busting out does not end the game when we're getting like to this point. It's such a reflex to think of that. Oh, these dueling Hakus, pairs of Hakus. Are they going for? Looks like they're going for Toy Toy over there. 1, 2, 3, 4. They got 4 pairs. One of them a triple. It's pretty early. They're probably hoping to get the Haku, go for a Toy Toy with drawing the 2, 3, 4. It's actually not that far from a normal hand, given the 2-3-4 and the triple nines there is are they gonna deal in? Deal into this tiny hand over here. This is just a Chanta, right? Only Chanta with no oh, Ennui has 3 Dora. I didn't notice that. This is one of these hands that, yeah, if Ennui pushes here for a 12,000 point hand, like, there's no point, no matter what the situation was position-wise, I don't think there's any reason not to push a hand like this. Because it's 12,000 points, that's 12,000 points, period. Unless you think someone else has a high chance of killing you, taking away a large amount of points. It has to be balanced against that 12,000 point gain plus the Uma that you would lose, which is very difficult if you're not getting huge danger signals. And how do you get danger signals when you have all the Dora in your hand? Oh, is that... no, it isn't. That's Ishanten. Oh, dropping the 4, so... So that seems very defensive, Sakigiri type. Or it's safe against them, yeah. Safe against this Chanta. This tiny Chanta. Okay. Yeah. So I do feel like, I mean, I don't want to criticize, because they are, in addition to being incentivized to go for hands, they also have such a lead that, like I was saying before, they're also incentivized in general to play defensively, to not lose points, because they have such a lead to start with for getting into the A1 league, which is the only goal right now. There's still a lot of games left, though. So I do feel like whenever there's a chance to get a high score and a low chance of losing anything from it, may as well push a little bit. Especially, like, you have an Ishanten hand for 12 that's worth 12k. You can take a bit of risk here and there, I think. And I mean, it'd be a different story, I think, even if there are red 5s, maybe that would make a pretty significant difference in how much you want to push. But given that Ennui had 3 of the 4 Doras, 4 Doras total. I wonder, although I don't remember, what were they up on? What was the situation exactly? It might have been scary that they were going for like a Yakuman or something, in which case, yeah, you could just... There's no reason to take a risk like that.
Are you talking about the hand where I had the 3-1 so, and the person to my right was going for Junchan?
Yeah.
I can't see your screen, so I don't know. I can't see what you're talking about.
I didn't expect you to come in. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I was just kind of talking about the incentives at play here, which is, number one, like, you're far ahead in points, so you have the incentive to play defensively in general. But also you were the dealer and you had all the Dora and you had an Ishanten hand that's worth 12,000 points. So I was kind of feeling like, given the low risk, it makes sense to, no matter the positioning, it always makes sense to push in a situation like that.
You're really going to hate what I do in the next hand, in all last.
Well, I mean, you're not dealer anymore. And you have 1 Dora. This is just Haku Dora. Is basically all this is, if you get the Haku. So I wouldn't care. I mean, the only reason I was thinking that was because 12 points is such a large amount in the grand scheme of scoring. Like, because I was talking at the beginning, okay, if you lose 20 points, that's going to put, or 28 points, losing that much would put you into the tiebreaker for going into A2, which is a huge amount. If you went ahead by 12 more points, that's a massive amount in addition to that. So it's like, whenever you have an opportunity like that, I feel like it's almost always going to be a good idea to go for it, unless you're like in the last 5 games or something, at which point it's going to become less and less of a long-term strategy. But just kind of babbling on about that. Like,
where are you at in the last hand?
Halfway through the second round. You're in Tenpai. You can win on the Haku.
So have you talked about the Uma at all?
A little bit, but I don't really know how they work. So.
All right. So if 2 people are above 30K and 2
Right.
people are below,
Mm-hmm.
then it's the normal plus 15, plus 5, minus 5, minus 15.
Right.
If 3 people are above
Mm-hmm.
and 1 person is below, then all of the UMA on the upper side gets reduced. So first place goes down to 9.
Mm-hmm.
Second place still gets 5. And then third place gets positive 1 instead of negative 5. And then fourth
Right.
place still gets negative 15.
Right.
If
So
1 person is above and 3 people are below, the person in first still gets 15.
mm-hmm.
The 3 people below all get negative. So it'd be negative 1, negative 5, negative 9 going from second to fourth.
Right. So I think I get what you're saying here. Is that's why you pass on winning off the dealer here, because you want both people to be below 30K so that you get additional UMA. Is that?
Well, really, I want everyone else to be negative so that they get less UMA. So I would get 15 either way, theoretically.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Right.
But they get less.
If that's the case, yeah, I don't know. I'm skeptical about that because, I mean, I guess there's very little chance of you losing points here, but I don't know. That would have ended the game.
I do end up losing points of it because something that I never imagined happened.
Well, you got plus 30, so I think you can take that.
But it sucks though because like with the way the dealer was calling, I was like, "There's no way they're not Tenpai. Like they have to be Tenpai. Surely they're Tenpai." Which means that we get another round. It probably is plus 1500, plus 1500, or 1000, 1000, 1000.
Mm-hmm.
And the person in second is closer to 30K, and we just go again.
Right.
But since the dealer wasn't Tenpai, and the person in third gained 1500, it reduced my points by 6. Which just like, I never thought that would happen. I was like, how can dealer not get Tenpai here? But that's what I get for trying to think. That's what I've discovered. I should just never think during Mahjong ever, period, ever.
Well, personally, I feel like you should have taken that win on the Haku just because, like, what you gain from, like, another player that you are not even that afraid of in terms of the rankings, getting a few more points, I don't think that's worth even considering versus the risk of losing placement or something, even if it's a small risk. That's how I would think about it.
Part of the reason I did it was just because I had like absolutely no feeling that I would lose placement. Like I was like, I'm not gonna go down at all. Oh shoot! Right. The next game started and I didn't use the restroom. I was talking to you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I was like, I haven't readied up yet, so like they're not gonna be able to start the game. So I'll still be able to use the restroom if I talk to you for a second. But apparently, like, if you hit check, it doesn't uncheck you. So I guess I got to get off the call.
Okay.
All right. Man, I'm so screwed. Peace.
All right, bye. Okay, Ennui is now way in the lead. Has 97.3 points versus Sarah A, who has 69.7 points. Let me take a look at the game results to see who's. It's going to be 5 minutes before the game starts, so I've got time here. Okay. Let's see. Now this is the wrong results. Are they not posted yet? No, here they are. Here they are. Okay. There's Tucker D, Ash G, Zoo L, Ada H. Let me take a look. Ash G, Zoo L, and what are their Tenho names? I wish. Okay. I don't know why. It would be really nice to know what their fucking names are on Tenho. I guess I need to like write that out myself somewhere to cross-reference this more easily. Like this just really annoys me about the ARML Discord. They need to make this information more clearly visible. Well, I guess I can just look at. I don't know what's wrong. I think I can just look at the names on the side. Yeah, I'm such an idiot. Okay, so first, so SoundDB is Ash G. Oh, okay, cat, come on. Kitty Loaf is Ada H. Who else is there? Who's the other person? SoundDB, Kitty Loaf, and oh my, this cat causing problems. Ada H. Who is Ada H? Is Ada H not signed on? No, Ada H is Kitty Loaf. Shu L. I don't see Shu L. I guess they're not on the Discord, but they're on so they like signed off a Discord. But Shuel is going to be whoever it is but I don't recognize any of these people anyway, but I can see what their standings are. So Shuel is at minus 5.3. And let's see, Ash G. Where's Ash G? Ash G is at plus 6.8. So Shuel and Ash G, they're both kind of around the middle. And who is the other person? Ada H is like way at the bottom. Okay. So everyone is kind of in the lower half. One person is like way at the bottom. And Ennui is way, way at the top. This is going to be Anui's 10th game. So yeah, as I was saying, like especially now, even more so now, Ennui can play really defensively. Has such a good position to come in the top 3. I mean, of course, it depends on what other people do. Someone who is at like spot number 5 could get a bunch of points, or the people at spots 4, 5, and 6 could all get a bunch of points and make it really competitive. Who's in the top 3? While Sarah A and Ryan J don't lose points, like it could become really, really competitive. Everyone else has way low points. Just a few players have tons of points. That would make it rough. But kind of expecting things to go kind of reasonably. It seems like Ennui is really well positioned to get in the A1 league, or at least be in a tiebreaker. It seems really rough for someone to push them out of that spot. But yeah, let me take a look. I need to open up the game again. It's probably not started yet. Okay. Let's see here. I should keep this open so I can go back. I think they're probably just playing 2 games. Usually people don't play more than 2. Yeah, they're planning on playing more tomorrow, so I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is starting in like 1 minute. Alright, let me go back to the Chrome window. Yeah, that seems to be working. See how this goes. Yeah, Ennui has like this is why Ennui is in number 1. The fact that it was like, oh, I really messed up at the end there when that was plus 30 points, like a huge improvement in score right there. And all Ennui really needs to do is avoid these like really bad 4th places. Even a 4th place that is like losing like 20 points is not that bad, so long as it's there aren't a bunch of games like that. It would take several games that are like minus 20 or minus 30 points to really change the situation. I need to move behind Ennui. My cat is kind of bothering me here. Dora is a 6-pin, a little scary. All right, Ennui just has a kind of a meh hand here. Anyone have a better? So, hand to the right. This is pretty good. All right. Yeah, everyone having kind of a mediocre hand here. Let's see. Oh, Ennui just got a pretty nice draw there. A 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 shape, not bad. Needs a couple more tiles to fill in these, replace these trash tiles here. Oh, draw the 1. 1, 2, 3 sounds choker. I only need 4 tiles for that. 4 tiles and we're 2 away. That's when you know it's gonna happen. Still, like, there's barely any Dora out there. Oh, whoa, wait, what am I talking about? Why am I not aware that Toymen has 3 Dora? And they are Ishan 10, right? That doesn't do it. That 6 is not really helpful. I get unless they can switch out that Kanchan for like a 5, 6. But yeah, that hand that Toymen has pretty scary, and they can open that as well. So they really have the advantage to win here if they just get any tile to get in Tenpai. Can pawn the 2s, get wait on the 6 for Mangan. Be really advantageous for them to get an early Mangan here. Oh, is that no, that doesn't do it. But they're switching out that Kanshan. Oh, and Ennui just got into Tenpai. But didn't not a Tenpai that Yako this Tenpai waiting on the 6 mon, waiting on the oh no. It's the 6 pin that's the door, not the 6 mon. And yeah, dropping out of Dora, dropping out of Tenpai for a really nice Ishan 10 with the 5 6 6 7. Dropping the Adyan Men 5 mon. And Toyman's still not in Tenpai, taking a long time, not getting a chance to open on anything. Right? There wasn't a chance to open on anything, was there? I'm only thinking about not really any reason to take that, and that's Tenpai, right? But not doing a Richi, just taking the Pinfu Ipeko Tenpai. Well, Ipeko with winning on the 5 mon. Wait, hold on a second. No, wait, hold on. Why was there no that was a Ipeko Pinfu Roan, wasn't it? I'm confused. Maybe that was Huriten. I just didn't realize. It probably was. Otherwise that makes no sense that we didn't see a pause there at least. I'm starting out with a great hand to start with. No, the Dora is the Chun, right? Yeah. We don't see any Dora. Oh, that's scary. Gotta be worried about them having 2 Chun in their hand. Just can't see any, and there's nothing safe. Maybe we'll just drop the 8-so here, even though it's Suji to the Richi tile. But yeah, not wanting to deal into a into that I don't even know what you call it when you deal into the Suji tile to the Richi tile. It's supposed to be more dangerous because it came from Diankan. I don't feel like, is it dangerous if that's like the first thing that you drop? I don't know. Like, I guess it still is. Didn't have a chance. I mean, you could have just started out with the Diankan in your hand and kept it for 1 turn. Okay, maybe drop the. Dropping the 6. Is the 6 safe? In some way. I feel like I would have felt better about dropping like that pair of 9 pin, because there's no real indication that anything is safe that I can see. And the 6-so, yeah, I don't know. Pretty scary. Me. Maybe I'm just dumb and I don't understand things, but it seems scary to me. Is Ennui, is the dealer here probably pretty worried about a sumo that could include Ura and stuff? And maybe it feels like this person probably has Chun tiles because we haven't seen any. And Ennui hasn't seen any. So where are the fucking Chun tiles? We can see that there's only one that is going to come out. But it's like, you gotta feel like probably they're suspiciously absent. The person you reached probably has 2 of them. I mean, there's no particular reason that they would, but like, and maybe people didn't drop them just because it's scary to drop the Dora, so it makes sense that no one would drop it with the early reach like that, but you still have to be scared of it. Is that no, still Ishan 10. Dropping the Dropping the 3-so would be fine, yeah. the six pin. Okay, now with the second Rishi, I think Ennui probably feels a lot better about just folding. Because don't have to worry about sumo as much. It's, I mean, still pretty likely to happen, but a lot less likely comparatively. You know for sure that at least there's 2 ways that a roan can happen. And then it just happens to be neither the Richi hands are the ones that dealt in. It happens. And Ennui is in second place, almost first. Good start. It's already almost halfway through the game. Positioned pretty well. All it takes is one bad deal and could come out of nowhere. And this hand, this is what, just very, very cheap hand that Ennui has. Could push a little bit, just try to get to East 4, but not too much incentive to worry about that. Those Chun tiles could be nice nice discards for safety. So if the Chun comes out, I'm interested to see if Ennui actually calls or just passes on that, because has plenty of leeway to play it safe. Cat. Another 3. How many pairs is that? That's 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. 4. Okay. Maybe this will become Chitoi. That Chun never comes out. But I kind of doubt that Ennui's going to want to pursue Chitoi with 4 pairs when someone is opened, when the dealer is opened, especially. The dealer with the double East. They don't have any Dora, but Ennui doesn't. Oh, they did drop the Dora, so that's, yeah, not too scary actually. I mean, that's sort of a they're actually in Tenpai waiting on the 6 pin, right? That's actually kind of a, what would you call it? Like a paradox about the dealer, is that they are the ones you have to be the most scared of, but at the same time they're the most likely to go for worthless hands. Because they're the dealer, they want repeats. So you may feel less scared of the dealer than you are of other players based on the situation. Like they open, they don't seem to be going for Honitsu. They could be going for Chanta, but it's like, given that there's no red 5s, it's really hard for them to have enough value to be scary. So if you have something that's worth pushing, you can easily push it against the dealer in this situation. I mean, they could have a Dora in their hand still. They could have a 3 Han hand. But if that's like the worst case scenario, I mean, that's not too bad. That's the 5th pair? That would be Tenpai if Ennui had kept the Chuns. Oh, there we go. Taking first. Going into East 4. Putting on that Simples hand. Okay, Dora is the 7-mon. Ennui's got one. Hand is pretty bleh. Anything crazy going on? Not really. We hardly see. There's only one Dora, and Ennui's got it. Nothing really exciting going on in these hands. Player to the right has a lot of simple tiles. They probably have the advantage here, but we'll just see. I mean, depends on the draws. And having that 5, 5, 6, 6, 8, 9 is kind of crappy shape. Because it's like, if you draw the 7 pin, that becomes pretty good. But they just opened one for simples. Oh, I was saying everyone had crappy hands. They got into Tenpai so fast. How did that happen? Waiting on the 7-mon. Did they just get really good draws, or did I miss how good their hand was? But yeah, the dealer with just Richi, Dora, and they're gonna win on the Dora. Ennui is not gonna drop the Dora, so we don't have to worry here. We can chill. The other players can't. Ennui can't because they don't know that the Dora is the dealing tile. I expect the most likely event is that this just goes to exhaustive. Well, I mean, except that these players pretty aggressive. Are we gonna see a is this Tenpai? Hold on. What's the situation? No, it's not Tenpai. It's Ishan Ten. But yeah, expect Ennui is just gonna fold here. We may see a Tsumo. Oh. We may just see this hand get killed by the simples over here, or this maniac. Are they going for... No, yeah, it is just simples. Are they going to get rid of this Dora at some point? Hold on to it forever? Spending some time thinking about... Oh, they drop it. Okay. Well, I mean, that's good for Ennui. That makes it a lot easier to get worst case third. Just by playing kind of reasonably. Like, what Ennui really has to worry about is just, like, some nonsense happening. That cannot be dealt with. Like, someone reaching right away, no safe tiles, dealing into Ipatsu on what seems like the safest tile, getting hit for 12k, going into 4th place, that kind of stuff. That kind of stuff doesn't happen to Ennui. I mean, that happens to Ennui as it does to anyone because it's unavoidable. But since that's what needs to happen for Ennui to get a 4th place, that or just die to endless sumo, that kind of stuff, like, pretty well positioned to just kind of glide into the A1 league, I think. Hold on. So what's the situation here? Could have certainly called that 9, and I feel like it makes a lot of sense to do that. This Chinitsu hand could steal 1st place, but again, Ennui wanting to feeling the incentive just to play defensively and not open like crazy. But I think this is a pretty clear cut Chinitsu hand, and a pretty clear cut open on the 9 there for the 7-8-9, leaving the 7-8 behind, and then 6-6-6, and the 6-6-6-6 is so. Look at this garbage. I guess like that 9 is not as helpful as it could be, but I mean it's still another Montile, so it's like when you got this many Montiles, like every single one, the worst case you end up with a single weight from having an additional Montile. So it's like, oh, you can always open on that. But again, yeah, I can play defensively too. No reason to. I mean, there is a reason. The same reason that I keep saying, when you have the opportunity for a valuable hand in this kind of setting where it's hard to get valuable hands, can always push for it. Now it's getting like less and less reasonable to push because of the dealer opening up on what looks like Toy Toy. If you just look at the discards, I guess it looks more like Yakuhai hand, because it doesn't look like Toy Toy. But again, like these kind of players can be hard to read because they're not necessarily going to be doing ideal discards for something like Toy Toy. And regardless of the player, they can just end up kind of wandering into it based on their draws. Oh, okay. It's going into South 1. Very inconsequential result there. But yeah, I do feel like Ennui definitely could have just pushed there. And really had the incentive to do that with that particular hand having so many good Mon shapes, so much acceptance on Mon tiles, and players that seem like they'll feed it as well. And there's always the risk to it, of course, but I mean, if the average hand we're seeing here is like 2,000 points, like who cares? Even if you deal into something kind of big, you can make those points back later still. If you're going for opportunities that give you value and not taking risks you don't need to. Okay, let me get rid of this cat. Come on, let's go. All right. We're in South 1. Ennui just dropped both of the east tiles and is Ishan 10. Kind of a bad Ishan 10. Bad because like that Dora is pretty awkward. I feel like you may as well wait to see if you draw another Dora. But the issue is, what if you draw the 4-pin and you have to drop the Dora when someone is open? So, yeah, I think, but at the same time, not really feeling the need to push in general, so can just hold on to that forever. It's pretty scary to drop that. Because what if we don't see any Dora? What if they have 2 and they have a Shampoo weight on the Dora and they have the West? So they get a Mangan. They put Ennui in 4th place, and depending on how the rest of the game goes, that could be the end of it. So no real reason to ever drop that Dora. I feel like no matter what you draw, even if 4 tiles ago Ennui had drawn the 4-pin, is there really any incentive to? I mean, are you really going to want to Ricci and drop the Dora at that point? Is it worth the? Maybe it is worth it. But in general, maybe it's worth it. But in Ennui's position, probably not. Given the position of the game and the position of the tournament. But again, I think I said this like a while ago that both me and Ennui tend to be like really overly defensive on push-fold decisions. Maybe not really overly defensive, but just have a tendency to skew towards the more defensive options and not see the total benefits in pushing. Weighing more the downsides rather than the upsides. That's why I try to encourage Ennui to push more on the valuable hands, even if it seems like it's not totally necessary. If the incentive is there, the incentive is there. Oh, and those Wests are Dora, aren't they? Those Wests are Dora, but we're at the end of the first row, and what are we still? Are we even 2 away? Seems like we're 3 away. Well, yeah, I mean, maybe, is there a way to draw 2 tiles here? I don't think there is. Pretty sure we're 3 away, yeah. I was trying to think, what if you draw like 2 triples and yeah. Okay. Going to do a little Ricci. Okay. Yeah, those Wests. It'd be nice if those were safe tiles and not terrifying tiles. Yeah, there's very little. Oh, that 7 is, at least that's a scout. Oh, that was just dropped too. That actually doesn't help at all. Oh yeah, the 8s are safe now. Yeah, actually, Ennui has plenty of safe tiles. Oh, and the they're Dora, huh? It's got to be tempting to start pushing. But still, was that even? I think that was 6. So.
Each.
Yeah. Means a 6-9 weight. How many? We don't see. We only see 1-9 down in the discards. Oh, that's too bad.
Wrong.
Yeah, tempted into put into but yeah, having drawn the third Dora, that really makes it less scary. There's always the chance of dealing into a bunch of Ura or something. But Anui had a chance there to really push ahead and secure more points. So that I think that was definitely worth the Ricci there, because the downside of it was so low, not that scary at all. And I expect we'll see Anui open here if they get a chance. They just have Hatsudora, but those points are worth a lot if it secures second place going into South 4, going into All Last. Still 2 away. Well, is there a way to draw a single tile that gets into Tenpai here? This drawing the 7 or the Hatsu will. No. Yeah, still 2 away no matter what. Nahatsu not coming out. Yeah, I think Anui really wants someone to drop that Hatsu. Someone's got to drop it at some point. They can't hold on to it too long. Oh, nice. And get rid of that Kanchan 2-4. Yeah, and we'll once that Hatsu is finally dropped, and get Tenpai waiting on the 2-5 pin, which is perfectly fine. Hatsu's still not coming out. They've got to drop it someday. They cannot win with it in their hand. Unfortunately, how far away is the person to the left? Still pretty far, right? Still like 2 away. They're just not dropping that Hatsu. They love the Hatsu. It's pretty worthless. I don't know why they want it so much. Why in this particular hand do they love the Hatsu so much? They're treating it like it's the Dora or something. I wonder if Anui gets a chance, will they call on the 2-5? This is so frustrating. Such weird behavior, especially from the dealer. Well, that is yeah, Tenpai. Yeah, maybe they just will never. Yeah, I feel like if they do hold on to that Hatsu, they're just going to be a no-10 and lose points that way. Oh no, there we go. It's good to see if we get any Ura here. Really would like some. No, none. Still, that's very good. Second place secured in All Last. But we'll see what happens. This could be this hand here could be tragic. And I wonder if we're gonna have Anui coming in here and sobbing. That could always happen. Dora is the 2-mon. You see 1 2-mon over to the left. That's it. Maybe they might draw 2 more 2-mon. We never know. And get a monster hand. There to the right, opening on the 9, going for like a Chanja, looks like. Pretty far away. But I mean really far away. I guess they're just assuming they'll get the Haku and get Yakuhai. And get like a I mean they're not gonna change their position with that. Maybe they're planning to draw 2 Dora and get Haku with 2 Dora. Maybe they're going for Honitsu. I don't know what I'm saying. They're obviously going for Honitsu. Haku, Honitsu with Dora. They could get Mangan that way. Somehow, I don't know. For some reason, I wasn't thinking... I don't know why. And they got a perfect draw. They're still 2 away. now they are 1 away. We'll see if this time if ennui ever drops the Haku. Could he just hold on to that forever? Could end up single waiting on that. Kind of surprised ennui hasn't dropped the Haku already, holding on to it for a while. You know, they're just calling that. It doesn't really help. I mean, it doesn't help at all. Just opens for no reason. But I mean, when you gonna drop a Haku? No. Yeah, ennui really doesn't want to drop the Haku here. I don't know why. Just in general, people seem to be avoiding dropping Yakuhai. Because, I mean, I guess could just draw... If ennui draws another Yakuhai, that'll be really excellent for them. In terms of being able to be in Tenpai at the end and not giving it out or dealing in. Because ennui could deal into a Honitsu here with the Haku. That could theoretically happen, which would be really bad. Especially if they have a Dora in there somehow. It doesn't seem likely they will. Okay, what do we got here? I wonder, is ennui going to drop that Haku into Tenpai or wait on it? It could go either way. I think ennui might not be too scared of that Honitsu, given that no Mon tiles have dropped yet. There's no, like, the Tadashi tile. I guess the Tadashi Chun is a little scary, but, no. Oh, they just got into Tenpai waiting on the 7 Mon. Okay. Not waiting on the Haku. And I wonder if ennui is just going to drop the Norths here. Whew. That is Tenpai waiting on the 7s and the 8. Could just drop the Haku here, but it's pretty scary to do so against the Richi and against this Honitsu hand. Yeah, just folding, hoping someone else deals in. Probably thinking about the likelihood of losing second. Oh, that's actually really bad. Ennui ended up plus 2.5 though. That's fine. Yeah. Would have gotten a few more points without that result, but I think the ennui were actually, I think the Uma were actually really in Anui's favor this game, because didn't end up losing any points. Is now just really riding that high score, and even higher now, a little bit higher. That third place didn't hurt at all. If I look at the standings, ennui is now almost at 100 points, 99.8. That could have. If things had worked out in all last in both of those games, it might be at like fucking like 110 right now. But I mean, you can't really complain too much about this result either. All right, so I think that's it. I'm kind of surprised ennui hasn't come in. Maybe he's even tilted from that result. Like, this is the way ennui is. Even though that was a very good result. Yeah, ennui is actually tilted by this. And he's saying, I don't deserve to play this game at all. I hate myself, all this stuff. Come on. You got plus 100 points. Jeez. And if you look at my score, I'm like minus 10. I've done so badly. Maybe I've also gotten unlucky generally. I maybe. But I mean, regardless, like, the outlook is so much better for ennui. so much leeway to just glide into A1, whereas I got to really claw my way up even to A2. Mm. Okay. All right. Well, that will be that. Yeah, I think that's it for this week. Not this week. That's it for today. I think Anui's got 2 more games tomorrow. The 11th and the 12th games, and then just 8 more games left after that. If Anui gets even more points, it'd be really hard for anyone to push them out of A1, let alone A2. Not even thinking about A2. A2 is perfectly fine too. That's a perfectly fine result. So yeah, don't want to jinx it though. It's not too unlikely. It's not too unlikely to go into the tiebreaker area, go into like 4th place. That can easily happen with 1 or 2 bad games. But yeah, looking pretty good. All right, so thanks everybody. My games aren't until like next weekend, so it'll be a while. But maybe we'll do commentary on Anui's tomorrow if they don't want us. But thanks everyone. That's it for me.